can't believe we're at the end.
I know.
Oh my God. This is one of the saddest days, and when I have to say goodbye, but it's also a happy day because I know that it's been quite a journey. So
A journey indeed. Oh my goodness. Where to begin?
Well, let me ask you first how you found me, because I know, like, there you were, and how did you discover me?
Well, a friend of mine who is a counselor sent me a link to your call and said, I think that you would find this lady very helpful. Well, little did she know, Lisa's my godsend in the dating department.
Who knew, right? Well, thank your friend for me. That's really amazing. I extend a heartfelt thanks to her. That's really amazing. And so you watched my video? You watched my webinar?
I did, and then I think I connected with you immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so what was it like on that first call? Well, tell me where you were at.
Well, I was in a really crazy place. If you can believe, I was still fussing and mourning the loss of a relationship that I had ended in November of 2018. And I was really taking a lot of things personally, and I wasn't in a very good space at all. And I knew I needed to do something different, and I needed to learn some new skills. I felt very stuck, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. You weren't moving forward. You were really stuck on that guy.
So crazy.
And now when you look back, right? It's like,
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Poco loco.
And what did you realize? Like once you got into the course, I think you really pretty quickly started to see it for what it was, right?
Well, exactly. And I think one of the most helpful things was reading the book Attached, and then looking at significant relationships with men and determining what kind of attachment style they had. Mm-hmm. And that was absolutely mind-blowing and extremely important. Yeah.
Yeah. So looking at those relationship dynamics and realizing that there were patterns there that had been playing out pretty much throughout your life, right?
Absolutely. Right from my own father, who is clearly an avoidant person, and right on through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I recognize that I likely was avoidant as well at times, just as it was easier to block things.
Yeah. Yeah. And what made you want to sign up to do the course?
Well, I've been successful in every area of my life except in relationships. And I thought, gosh, why am I so dumb as dirt at this? There has to be a better way of doing things. And of course, I love the Mr. Einstein quote about, insanity is doing the same thing over and over. And I thought, well, man, I've got a PhD in insanity. I have to learn how to do things differently. And that was really thunderbolting for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so you signed up that same day and dove in.
I was nervous as all get out. I thought, what am I doing? I thought, no, Beth, dive into the deep end and get cracking.
Just do it, right? No time like the present.
No. I needed to learn a whole lot of new things.
And Beth, was there something I said or did on our initial call that made you say, I just have to do this?
Well, yes, absolutely. I think one of your hallmarks is your absolutely, undeniably, unswerving belief that women can learn these skills no matter where you are in life, and that you had been in practice with teaching women these skills for 16 or 17 years. And I thought, my goodness, get going, woman. Get cracking.
Yeah. And that like by talking to me, you could see that there were things you didn't know that were.
Yes. Well, Princess Diana used to explain herself as thick as a plank. Well, I was thicker than 3 planks in some ways. Yeah.
Well, I never thought that for a second, but I know, I know it feels that way when you're out there spinning your wheels and you don't have the right tools and the right information.
And I just needed to do the work. I needed to be full out and work my buns off. And there was that first month, I was voracious in my need to learn. And there
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of material to read, ponder, and absorb.
Mm-hmm. And what was it like for you to go through that transformation? Because it's really transformative.
Very. Um, well, at first, I was daunted by the amount of work I could see I needed to do. And then I just had to shut out the world and do it. And that's what I did.
Mm-hmm. You
So
did.
dating was not even something I was even considering, because I needed to do a whole lot of clearing of old baggage and make room for new information. I mean, it was just really a breathtakingly marvelous month, that first month. Mm.
And were you astounded at how you were able to really go so deep so fast
Yeah.
and get through it and get to the other side of it?
Yes, at first I thought, oh my goodness, I'll never be. I'm usually a fast reader and a fast thinker, but I really had to take a lot of time, and lots of your lessons I would listen to 3 and 4 times and
Oh,
go over it and over till it sort of became part of my DNA. Yeah.
oh, that's really beautiful, Beth. I didn't know that. I didn't. That's incredible to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think the work, the process that you have us follow, and the depth at which you have us learn things is very different from any other kind of course you will find anywhere at this time.
Yeah.
I think it's an absolutely wonderful course, and I keep saying to my friends who have daughters in their 30s who are doing the insanity route, they need to connect with Lisa. I've even sent your material to one of my friends who has a daughter, but the
Oh.
daughter isn't ready yet, which is very sad. I hope she
Hmm.
doesn't wait till she's 45.
And think you and I both know how much agony I could save her, right? By just
Exactly.
getting it, like getting the right information so that you can get this done. Because, gosh, I mean, who wants to waste a second of your precious life,
I know.
right? Like spinning your wheels and not doing this right. And once you figure it out, it's like, holy cow, this is like, there's a way to really do this.
Mm-hmm. And I'm learning, putting my naked dater skills that I've learned to work. And I just find it so much better to communicate in the way you've taught us to communicate
Oh.
than the way that I didn't learn at home.
That's amazing, Beth. It's just extraordinary. It's wonderful to see you out doing this and, to know that at your age, right, at 77,
Mm-hmm.
you can put yourself out there and connect with these men and have
It is a bit
fun.
of a hoot, isn't it? I love it. I just said, you go, sister. If I never find a partner, it's still okay. I've learned so much that is spilling over, if you will, into other areas, especially with my children.
Can you tell me about that, Beth?
Well, I think I'm better able to let them know what I need for me instead of being Mrs. Milquetoast and not being able to say things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how are they responding to that?
Well, I find they're more open with me, and I think I'm just in a better energy around them. Instead of tippy-toeing around them, I'm much more joyful, I would say.
Mm.
And again, I can say to them, I don't understand something, or can you help me to understand, or I'm curious, and it's just working better. So
Wow. That's really, really, really beautiful. I mean, to think that you can change your relationship with your kids like that.
well, that to me is such a blessing. Oh my goodness, a miracle, really. Yeah.
Oh, That's wonderful. That's so beautiful. And so, Beth, where are you now? Like after having done this course, tell me about who you are, where you are.
Well, I feel very peaceful. I feel joyful. I wake up each day with enormous gratitude. Some of the shame that I felt over having been married twice is gone, and I have Victoria to thank for that. One day we were talking, and she picked up that I felt quite ashamed of the fact that I'd been married twice and had two marriages that didn't work out. So she gave me some wording to use that really sits much better. And actually, it's wording that I used in my Ho'oponopono letters, when I was asking for forgiveness for things that I did not have the knowledge to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
I'm kind of languaging.
That's so beautiful. Wow. Wow. What it must be like to be at at your point in life and to still be growing by leaps and bounds and on that just cutting edge of, your own personal transformation, Beth.
Well, I find I don't even think about my age anymore. I just am excited about learning. And I'll just keep on keeping on. My father lived to be 104, so, look out.
No way.
And I'm enough like him that I'm terrified, seriously. So, if I don't get cancer or something else, I could be around for a while. So I better be practiced in what I do.
Wow. Well, you are one of the most honest, and I don't say this, but, age aside, and I really want you to get this, age aside, you really are one of the most wonderful human beings and most wonderful women I have ever met in my life.
Oh, Lisa, I feel so humbled and honored that you say those things and mean them.
I think that you are honestly one of the most beautiful women inside and out that I have ever had the pleasure to know. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to begin to tell you what an honor and a gift to me it has been to have you in this course.
Well, thank you. And I have felt very blessed to have you as my spirited and no-nonsense leader who keeps me on track and challenges me if I'm, falling by the wayside. I love it.